You're in the lead.
Hey guys, it's AXN here, back with another exotic weapon review, and this time of a gun that actually means quite a lot to me, the Hardlight. Why is this gun so special for me? Well, this was my very first exotic weapon that I ever actually got, and this was before the Taken King, so it still had damage drop-off. Wait, what does that mean? The Hardlight is the only auto rifle in the game not to have any sort of damage drop-off. Even though there is a range stat on this gun, it doesn't matter. The worst part about auto rifles is that they have incredibly short range. The inability to kill fast outside of shotgun range is just terrible. However, even though this gun does have no damage drop-off, is it really good? When you compare this to other auto rifles, it may seem pretty great, but there is a huge drawback for this weapon, and that is it has horrible recoil. This really struck me as odd, because the stability stat has the ability to be completely maxed out on this gun. But trust me, it isn't really worth it to go max stability with the horrible recoil that even when it does have max stability, the gun has. So, while we are on the topic of upgrades, what do the perks on this gun actually look like? First of all, the Hardlight is an exotic auto rifle in the medium rate of fire, medium impact class. For the first perk, you have a choice between three things: Accurized Ballistics, which increases range and impact at a cost of stability; CQB Ballistics, which at a cost of range increases the stability; and Aggressive Ballistics, which have a higher impact with easier to control recoil, however more recoil and less range. Personally, because all three have horrible recoil, I go for Aggressive Ballistics to increase that impact. Next up is the signature perk, Volatile Light, which is the perk that grants damage drop-off to be negated. Along with this, you get these ricochet rounds, which can bounce off hard surfaces and maybe hit an enemy. Yay! Let's just say that the first half of that perk is way better than the second half. Next, you have a choice between Fitted Stock or Quick Draw, and I choose Fitted Stock just for that increased stability, as minor as it may be. After this, you get a choice between Glass Half Full and Spray and Play, but I would definitely choose Glass Half Full for that extra damage when the mag is half empty. Spray and Play is good on lower reload speed weapons, but on the Hardlight it's just barely noticeable to that naturally high reload speed. With this weapon being exotic, you would definitely expect it to be unique. And, well, the Hardlight is exactly that, unique. I have said before, and I will say it again, it is good if an exotic weapon is different. While exotic implies that it should be overpowered, what it really means is that it's just different from all other weapons. Because of the way that this gun works, you're able to accurately get a measure on how it is different, and why you should use it over a different weapon. However, with this being said, there is sadly a downside. I have talked about it, and that's just this incredibly horrible recoil. The lack of damage drop-off is awesome, but out of the close range, it's just really way too hard to land those hits. So really, the main perk is just a novelty, and not something that can be used easily or reliably. But in the end, it is different, and so I will give Bungie that. So after all the good and all the bad, how exactly does this gun do in the Crucible? Well, really it does feel clunky. The unpredictableness of the recoil makes it so you cannot manually control the recoil even if you tried. Even though it has a fairly high magazine of 40 for this rate of fire auto rifle, it does not compensate for the recoil enough. With the setup that I'm using, the Hardlight will do 17 damage to the body and 21 damage to the head at all ranges. That means it will take 10 headshots or 12 body shots to get a kill. This weapon definitely could have potential, I just don't see how it can work well in the current state. The recoil on this gun definitely needs to be way more predictable, because right now, you probably get kills with the last word easier than the Hardlight at further ranges. But if the recoil is changed and made more predictable, I believe that this will be one of the best, if not the best weapons to use in Destiny. Because of this, if you get the Hardlight, just hold on to it. You never know when the next balancing patch will be, and if auto rifles do get buffed, like they were supposed to last week, I could easily see the Hardlight as the bane of the Crucible. Now, When inside of PvE, you'll definitely be able to notice that the main perk is more useful here than in PvP. In most cases, PvE is a lot more forgiving, and it's okay to miss a few shots. However, I can tell you it's still most beneficial to hit everyone. The Hardlight being effective at further ranges means that it's better for boss fights. You don't have to get inside a boss's face to do damage. You can stay back and have the safety of cover and do the damage of someone who's on the front lines. I would have to say that the Hardlight is definitely more useful than all other rifles in PvE for that reason. You don't have to risk your life to get reliable and good damage. So, if you love PvE, you better look out for this weapon. But really, that's it for today's weapon review. If you guys enjoyed, please do remember to leave a like. Every single one helps out a ton. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, leave a comment down below, as I always enjoy doing suggestions more than picking a random weapon that I feel should be reviewed. And as always, if you really loved the video, make sure to subscribe to get the latest and the greatest videos from my channel. Recently, I've been getting a lot of support, a lot of comments, a lot of subscribers. It is really awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.